Over the past few months, they've rolled out a number of initiatives in a push towards social justice. We're talking about the Vikings.
And recently, the organization named its first recipient of the Vikings' George Floyd Legacy Scholarship. Fox 9's Bisi Onile-Ere has more in tonight's Voices for Change.
Mimi, thank you so much for taking the time tonight. We know you're busy getting started at college, and so we just appreciate you jumping on really quick with us.
The scholarship in memory of George Floyd was something that we talked about as a social justice group, as a committee, to kind of honor him and to help the next person in line.
As our first recipient, we wanted to jump on the call with you tonight. So we got a number of folks on here.
Mimi, great to see you. Just seeing you is putting a smile on my face.
What's up, Mimi? My name is Eric Hendricks.
Hi, Mimi. My name is Amir Abdullah.
Honestly, just a huge congratulations to you. Very well deserved.
We're blessed to be in a position where we can inspire others, but I just want to say thank you for being an inspiration.
Mimi, tell me, what does it mean to you to be the first recipient of the Vikings' George Floyd Legacy Scholarship?
Honestly, I think the most exciting part for me is that something as male-oriented as Minnesota Vikings, or football in general, chose to select a Black woman for this award. I think it says something about where the community is right now, and I feel very honored as well. Black women, we don't get much acknowledgement for all the hard work that we do. So it's a real surprise and it's a real honor when we get recognized like this. And I feel absolutely grateful.
And you were awarded the scholarship based on your essay. Tell me, what did you write?
That's a big question. I wrote about all kinds of things. I wrote about my interest in areas of research that address discrepancies for marginalized groups. I wrote about being an active and passionate change agent. I wrote about my current internship through the Center for Information and Research on Civic Learning and Engagement, also known as CIRCLE, through Tufts University, and that is also with the Voting Center for Minneapolis. It's an internship on voting ethics. And I also wrote about activism strategy and how that relates to my life.
Wow, that's very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, tell me, having grown up in Minneapolis, how did the death of George Floyd impact you?
Anytime someone is murdered because of police brutality, it's devastating. The fact that this is one of the murders that happened nearby makes the experience all the more personal, but it's always personal. Just based on the fact that I am in Minneapolis, it's definitely helped me to get more involved in that scene. I plan to protest with a group called the Sit to Breathe Project, which I'm currently still with. We plan to sit in at the Capitol. It was completely peaceful. There were around 6,000 people there, and it was maybe one of the best things that I've ever done. And that wouldn't have been able to happen if all of these young people in Minneapolis hadn't taken the initiative.
So just a little background on you, Mimi. You graduated from Southwest High School in Minneapolis, and right now you're a freshman at Barnard College in New York City. You have a lot going on, but it was important for you to take part and be at the center of this social justice movement. Why?
I think I'd been preparing for this moment without knowing it for a long, long time. Just like everyone else, I didn't know what 2020 was going to look like. I don't think anyone could have predicted what 2020 was going to look like. And as much as it has been a challenging 6 months, I feel that I and my community are made for these challenges.
Over the past 4 months, we've really heard a lot about change. What do you hope for?
You know what I want? I hope that we can continue to elect women, especially women of color, into office. That we can get out of the way so that women can bring their lens, their stamina, and their creativity into these massive problems that we face globally. And I don't just mean politically, but in every pillar of society.
And what does the future hold for you? It sounds just like your future is bright.
I'm not exactly sure what the future holds for me yet. My one plan is just to keep pursuing my education. I'm going to take that as far as I can take it. If that means getting a PhD, then I will be getting a PhD. And then I want to give back to my community, both in Minneapolis or wherever community I find.
And how do you think that this scholarship will impact the lives of other young people in the Twin Cities?
For this year, it means that I don't have to take out any student loans, which means that I don't have to take a job this year during school, which means I'll be able to focus solely on my education and solely on my grades and any other clubs that I want to pursue on the side. So it gives me a whole new freedom that I didn't know that I would be able to have, which is an amazing opportunity.
That's awesome. Mimi, thank you so much for weighing in on this conversation. We wish you well.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me and taking the time to talk to me.
Wow, she's impressive. Through the George Floyd Legacy Scholarship, Kol-Balfour was awarded $5,000. She's considering a major in economics or social history. And the Vikings have made a commitment to a number of social justice causes, including criminal justice reform.